You work the entire season to put yourself in position to thrive, to excel in games like this. A late season top 10 showdown, playoff implications aplenty. It's the LSU Tigers and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. This is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go, but he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Blaylock. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Out wide left, it's Sategna. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
He's changing the play. Calls his own number. There he goes. The 40. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
And the Sooners will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. To the air. It's Mateer. Escapes the pressure going right. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. Trying to punch it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The old Larynx is going to get a workout today with all these Boomer Sooners cascading down here in Oklahoma.
I do love that about college football, the individual chance you get. And when you get going early, when you get going and get this crowd going in a game, and they can be a big part of it, man, it energizes the whole team. And you hear what in this stadium, Reese?
Boomer!
Sooner!
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to throw one first. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head.
They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Gotta make the play on 4th. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Looking downfield, it's Levin. Moves to his right. On the run, deep down the right side. Hauls it in down the sideline. Off to the races. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Looking for the time with the extra point.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
Coming out with it, it's the Tegna. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. 2nd down, going to throw it. Fires to the right. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
It's a really nice job making the play. You think about all the success they've had with Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray in recent years, but a big reason why those guys had success was they had big-time players on the perimeter getting open and making plays, too. It wasn't just all the quarterback position. They brought in some big-time recruits from high school at the receiver spot. This guy is no different. He has a chance to be the next great Sooner receiver.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Under pressure. Got his man downfield. Gets away from one. He's got space. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Sooners are marching down the field. From the gun, it's Blaylock. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Look out! They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB in this one. Put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points.
They This guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Right side, it's Green. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more...
Offense still out there, lining up quickly on fourth down. Needs it here on fourth down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. This offense has it with really good field position. Straight ahead, it's Blaylock. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. And into the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs.
And he's in. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Set of downs going up top. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Snags it.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Quarterback changing the play. Hits inside. It's Blaylock. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Right back to the well. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Sets his feet. It's Levin. Throws to the tight end. Out wide right, it's Green. Makes the grab in their space. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. On the move at the 30. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Here comes the heat. Got the back over the middle. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Men don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert it. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Left side, it's Brown. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. To the air, it's Levitt. They're all over him. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 7 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Hurricanes with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. And it moves their mark to 8-1 on the season.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. On the move, he fires. He's got an open man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Trying to slip through and pick it up. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. LSU quick to the line. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Rush is on. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He'll try to take it back. The 30, at the 20. In with the pick 6. Touchdown Sooners!
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he added the extra point. That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them.
Number 29, set to kick this one off.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Here comes the offense on second down. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Second down, going to throw it. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped on fourth down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. Runs through a man, and he might have space. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's Green. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Wants to throw again. With the catch, it's Green. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Here's a give to Durham. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on third and long from the 22. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Out wide left, it's Green. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
From deep, it's Pategna. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He's going to run it. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
And he pulls it again. He's been doing it time and time again. This defense has not changed up enough, the picture, the look, to make it harder for this QB to make different decisions or make difficult ones.
Quick give. It's Blaylock. Oh, he's got some space. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Ready, go. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. On the move, it's Blaylock. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Quarterback keeper. Kept it, and he's past the marker. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again.
They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. Got to make the play on 4th. Throws for the tight end. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Got room on the return, and they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Quarterback will keep it. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Smashes it between the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. A quick pass to the left. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a 1st down.
At the 26-yard line. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And the Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. That one's not even close.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
We just have not called this guy's name enough. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football, and that was only his 2nd catch. I think that's a big reason why they're trailing this much in this game so late.
He wants to take the top off. Goes high to pull it in. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day. And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Has to throw it away on 3rd down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Needs it here on 4th down. Looking for the score. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Blaylock. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. After this, it'll be a wrap. The give to the back. They put the brakes on it. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Finds a crease. It's Blaylock. And that is how we will wrap this one up. I'm not sure anyone saw that coming. Not that this team couldn't lose, but the way they lost. And I think they've got some soul-searching to do now, guys.
I think they've got some soul-searching. I think a lot of fans, including myself, I don't know about you, David, scratching my head a little bit because normally I would tell you, well, the #1 team playoff hunt, but after that loss, I'm questioning whether they